I actually went to Michael Jordan's house.
Oh,
First of all, I didn't know I was going to Michael Jordan's house.
right,
I had to send an NDA to even enter the house.
right.
And I didn't speak to anyone but his, people to get in there.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing experience, but it was very clandestine and kind of really cool, flying under the radar for a celebrity that large. I grew up in a very chaotic, dysfunctional home, and I'm always trying to create that beautiful house where people are going to make those memories, where people are going to live and create those milestones together.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Glennda Baker. I'm a real estate agent from Atlanta, Georgia, and this is Glennda's Guru. And I gotta tell you, I am in the presence of royalty. I am talking about design royalty with Krista Watterworth. I mean, HGTV famous. I mean, this woman has done it all. If you are seeing high net worth, high profile interior design, the likelihood that she's done it or she's touched it is very likely. So ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, Buttercup, because we have got a great episode for you on Glennda's Guru. Krista, welcome.
Thank you for that intro. I feel so good about myself.
Well, I mean, my stars and stripes. I mean, you have had articles in the New York Post, articles in the New York Times. You've been on television. Like, you are really top level interior design, and you are stunningly beautiful.
Oh.
I mean, I had the opportunity to see you last night, and I thought you were beautiful. And today, I mean, if you leave here without those earrings, do not look in my pocketbook. I'm here to tell you, you are head to toe, top to bottom, front to back.
Thank you so much, girl. I'm going to walk out of here floating.
I love it. I want you to. But I got to tell you, I think that you are such an amazing reflection of the spaces that you create. Now, for my audience who may not have had the opportunity to meet you or see your work, tell us, like what do you do? What are your favorite things? Like, talk to me and tell me, like what was the last project that you did that you literally were like, I can't believe I created this for my client?
Wow. Well, that's a really big question. And I love that question because I just finished designing Max Scherzer's house. He is a Major League Baseball player. It's probably, I'm working with Holly Meyer Lucas to kind of, and she and I have that listing together. Well, she has the listing and I design the house. So we're kind of partnering on that. And it's, I think, a $25 million home, which is pretty phenomenal. But the reality of it is the design feels so good to me because it's so authentic to them as people. They're very like fashion forward, phenomenal human beings, kind, loving, family oriented. And the design, yes, it's modern, but it has such great warmth and such great charm. And it kind of like just speaks to the level of humanity that they bring to the table. And that feels good as a creative and as an artist.
So Palm Beach is your market.
Correct.
I mean, hello, the playground of the rich and famous, for goodness sakes.
Yes.
And it's a $25 million house. Like, how do you design a space that that's that opulent, that's that fabulous, and still make it livable? Like, I think, like, it's easy to make it. Well, I say it's easy. I mean, I would think that the easy part is making it beautiful, because if you're selling a $25 million house, you got a truckload of money, you can get whatever they want. But what your spaces do is they really create this livable environment that's a reflection of the client. And I think that maybe that, I don't know, I think maybe that's your secret sauce, is it?
I would say that's the superpower for sure. I think that, and that started on HGTV. Being really authentic and being sort of a genuine person as a host, and really helped me develop as a designer that way. And that's why I love you so much, because you're so genuine, because you're so real, because you bring your heart to the table. And I do that too with my projects. Like, design to me is a connection to the people who live there. It's very real. It's driven by a passion. I grew up in a very chaotic, dysfunctional home. And I'm always trying to create that beautiful house where people are going to make those memories, where people are going to live and create those milestones together. And it becomes such an important character in our lives and in our families and in that sort of circle of love. And I bring that to the table with every job that I do, whether it's a $25 million house or a $1 million house. You know, it's really about connecting with the people who live there and bringing their story to life.
Isn't that interesting that you mentioned that you grew up in a dysfunctional home, but here you make these beautiful spaces, and it's almost like you created this space for you because you didn't have it. And so it really like spoke to you to be able to create beautiful spaces for other people that you didn't have.
Absolutely. That's where the whole passion comes from, I think. And I think it's more of an obsession as opposed to a passion. You know what I mean? I think it's realizing a dream that, yes, I didn't have, and sort of building on how I create beauty and art in people's homes that is so meaningful that it changes their lives.
You know, people use the word obsessed like it's a bad word. And I totally disagree with that. And people talk about people being possessive like it's a bad word. You possess things that you treasure, and you obsess over things that you're passionate about. So for me, those are very positive words. When somebody says like, you are obsessed, I'm like, thank you. It's almost like when somebody says, you are so high maintenance. I'm like, yeah. Like, are you looking for somebody to be low maintenance? Like, that is not my goal. Like, I just think like, I love the fact that you've taken something that was a pain point to you growing up, and as an adult, you're such an accomplished designer. You work with a lot of real estate agents. Mm-hmm. The real estate agents really kind of connect you to the client, because typically I sell them the house, and then I connect you to the client, and then you have the opportunity. Let me ask you a question. Like, when you're working with a real estate agent, or when a real estate agent gives you a referral, how do you make that transition? How do you take that warm handoff? How do you connect with agents so that they know your work?
I have to tell you that agents are my community. Like, connecting with great realtors and having long-term relationships with those agents has helped transform my career. I get my best jobs from the connections I have with great realtors and developers as well. And it has been so gratifying for me to have that community and that support. So I'll do anything for my agents that I work with, and any new agents that I meet. That's why this has been so exciting at the Social Summit, is just meeting all these phenomenal people and talking to them about the possibilities in the world as partners and as collaborators, because I go to open houses with my clients. I bring potential clients to my friends that are agents, and my friends that are agents invite me to open houses to talk through the possibilities of homes, whether it's for renovation or furnishing or whatever it is. I consult on blueprints for brand new construction for my agents, so that, we can all work together to getting these properties sold, and for me to get a client at the end or not.
Well, you really are a resource to the real estate community. I mean, you are a valuable resource, because number one, I want to be able to refer my client and know that you're going to take amazing care of them. And then number two, I want to refer you because I know that you have great design skill. So when that client calls me to sell that house, that I can sell it because I know that you've done it, and your style, your design, your creativity, it really is, part of the value and part of the asset, not only for me as a real estate agent to give you the client, but to the house.
Absolutely.
Like that. I mean, I think a lot of agents don't think how they can be, how they can leverage a resource, especially, I mean, come on, give me I mean, you're like a 5-star diamond, like real estate, designer. I mean, you're such a resource for the real estate community. So that's why I just think like, are agents thinking about that? Are they looking at that? But you say that a lot of your business comes from agents. Tell me, what happens when you have like not a fit? Like the client's not a fit, the agent's not a fit, they send you over some house that you can't make work. Have you ever had like that kind of rough relationship?
I haven't had a rough relationship with any realtors.
And what about with the owner?
Well, with owners, sometimes owners will say, potential buyers or owners will say, I want a really modern house. I need to see all the modern design that you have done. And sometimes it's hard, or whatever other design.
Yeah.
If I don't have something in my portfolio that I can offer to show them, we could lose that deal, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is I was trained at one of the top design schools. I've trained my design team to know and understand, because I was taught it's so important for us to be able to create a branded home that is intrinsically the homeowner's brand. It's any style. It doesn't matter. It can be modern. It can be traditional. It can be Hollywood Regency. It could be mid-century. It could be eclectic. Whatever it is, I am trained. My team are expertly trained, and we can literally deliver any style.
But a lot of times the owner doesn't know.
That's true.
They think modern, and modern is not what you and I would consider modern.
Absolutely.
They've seen something on Instagram, or they've seen something in some magazine in Architectural Digest, and they're calling it modern, and it's not. It's transitional, or they're calling it mid-century modern, and it's modern. I mean, there's so many, and I think that that's the key. Like, that's where an amazing designer really brings the value, is because I'm telling you one thing, and I really mean something else, and you have the ability to interpret what I'm saying, and then really apply it to my lifestyle.
Oh God, yes. Yes. We go through this whole investigatory process to get to know people, because the mission of my firm is really about matching the design style to the actual human that's going to be living there. That to me it's like core to our philosophy. So you'll see my portfolio is varied. It's got a lot of different projects that don't look similar. And that's because we're creating homes for people.
Yeah, you're not creating homes for you. You're creating them for the people that live there.
Absolutely.
And all of your designs are as individual as the people that you work with.
Totally.
I love that. So let me ask you a couple of questions. Like, what is the design style or the design trend that is your least favorite?
I think I'm so over granny. I cannot see, and I cannot look at another white shaker kitchen for the rest of my life.
I know. Like, what the hell?
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's beyond. So when a trend is so saturating for so long, it can become a classic style, right? If it's been trending for long enough. These are not not that, right?
No.
So we've been doing a lot of colored kitchens lately. People want color in their lives. I think we're really moving away from the neutrality of design. We're moving into this color palette. We're moving into maximalism. People want to be surrounded by the stuff that they love.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I want my things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love color drenching.
Oh, I do too.
I love a color drench like nobody's business.
I agree.
I obviously have zero design skill. I just know what I like. And it's so funny because I had a designer come into my house and place my furniture.
Mm-hmm.
And she put the daybed in front of the 86-inch TV. Now look, first off, anybody that has an 86-inch TV, I want the daybed so I can watch the damn TV. Don't put it in front. It's not, I don't want anybody to sit there. That's going to bother me. And that is the difference between an amazing designer and a designer who literally doesn't know what they're doing, because they're not listening to the client.
Yes.
They're thinking, oh, well, here's the sofa, here's the daybed. They need to be across from each other. And they're not even close to the fireplace.
I need to talk to this designer.
Yeah, she's not a designer. She obviously thinks she is, but trust me, she's not. I got rid of her, so don't worry about it. But I mean, if you would come to Atlanta, I mean, we would be, well, I don't know, because, you know.
I would love to come to Atlanta.
Oh my God.
I'm going to wear my glitter and everything.
Oh my God. I never met a sequin I didn't love. I didn't. I've never met a sequin or a star or a piece of glitter I did not love.
Well, if I were your designer, I would be putting sequins chairs in your home.
Oh my God. Do not even say that. I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm going to start Googling sequin chairs. And that's the bad thing about traveling is I meet people who inspire me and expand my thought process to such a degree that, like, now I'm going to have to go buy a damn sequin chair.
I don't know if they exist. We may have to actually invent that.
You could. And it could be reversible.
Yes.
Like it could be gold on one side and black on the other.
Yes.
Then that way you would know if I was in a good mood or a bad mood. Because if it was black, then I would be in a bad mood. Or if it was gold, I could be in a spicy mood.
Spicy.
Or was I? No, I wasn't with you. I was like, last night, did we talk about that my name was Stardust? No, we didn't.
Oh my God, but I love that.
Yeah, If I was in another career, my name would be Stardust. But my name as a real estate agent is Glennda. But anyway, so tell me, when you're designing and when you're kind of looking at these houses and you're working with high profile, high net worth, well-known people, you're in Palm Beach, for goodness sake.
Yes.
So the richest of the rich, like, is there an NDA? Is there, what is the privacy on that? Like, don't they want that? Do they want people to see their house or they don't? Like, do you come in and take photos? How do you handle people that don't really want people in their space?
Well, it depends. Some people are super private, want it in writing and contractual at the beginning of the relationship.
Of course.
I actually went to Michael Jordan's house.
Oh,
I know.
You know I'm the Michael Jordan of real estate.
You are.
Oh my, do you not know that about me? Oh my God, I love NBA first off.
Okay.
Michael Jordan is my favorite player in the whole world.
He's amazing.
I actually met him. Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, John Elway started a company called MVP back during the Olympics. And I actually and Wayne Gretzky, and they were having dinner at the same restaurant that I was having dinner. And I had the opportunity to meet all four of them.
No.
Huge fans.
All at once.
All at once.
That's insane.
All at one table. I mean, I remember the dress I had on right this very second. But anyway, I digress.
Was it glittery? Of course.
I was glittery back in 1996 too. But no, Michael Jordan. So you had the opportunity, Michael Jordan. Go ahead. I watched your story.
Yes. So that was a few years ago. Yeah. I was referred to him by a friend and his neighbor. And it was super exciting. But before I even walked into the house, first of all, I didn't know I was going to Michael Jordan's house.
Right.
I had to send an NDA to even enter the house.
Right.
And I didn't speak to anyone but his, people to get in there.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing experience, but it was very clandestine and kind of really cool, flying under the radar for a celebrity that large.
Right.
They decided not to move forward with the renovation. So it didn't happen, but it was a really amazing experience. At that point, I said, I can do this.
Yeah.
This is possible.
But think about this, is that I guarantee you he was at that neighbor's house. He saw the design at that neighbor's house.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, wait a minute. I like this. That's the thing about interior design is that your body of work is an evergreen reflection of your talent.
Totally. Yes. And it becomes like a visual calling card, right?
Yeah.
It refers itself if it's good.
Yeah.
So you're right. And that's kind of how I grew my business. Actually, it was just word of mouth and people seeing our stuff and kind of just spreading it, you know what I mean? And the clients came, not that it was easy. It still took a lot of grit, a lot of convincing people like you guys have to do as you realtors, as real estate agents, to have to sell your services, your product, your expertise. It's not easy, but if you do it with realism and authenticity, it's so much easier because you can just be yourself.
Yeah, you can be yourself and you get to hang out with people that you like.
Yes.
It's so awesome. Okay, so I've got a completely off the topic question. That ring is to die for.
Oh, thank you.
I love that. What's the story behind it?
This was my mother-in-law's ring. She's no longer with us. I know. And she was one of my first clients. So whenever I'm going...
Were you married?
I'm married, yes. I'm married.
Were you married when she was your client? Yes. Or did she introduce you to?
No.
Okay.
I was, well, actually, we were dating. We weren't married yet.
Oh, my stars. Okay.
So when she passed away, she gave me this ring, and I wear it all the time, and I kiss it, and I think of her because I love her and I miss her. And, you know, whenever I'm in an environment where I need support and love, and, you know, I just make sure she's with me.
I think that is absolutely stunning. I noticed it, and because, you know, I have mine right here.
Oh.
So when I do my signature pose, it reads my initials. But I want to take a picture of that before you leave. I'm going to send that to my designer, and that's going to be my next ring. I love that so much. And every time I wear it, I'm going to think about you. But one of the things that I was so touched by last night was just your energy. Like, you have this amazing, like, tangible energy that is just like, it's not like a firecracker, but it's like, you really are like this flame of energy. And I fell in love with you last night, and I was like, holy cow, I cannot believe I'm going to get to sit down with her.
Oh my God, how am I going to survive this? How's my ego going to survive this? That is amazing. Thank you for saying that.
No, it's so true. I love hanging out. And that's one thing about this podcast, about this career, about social media, is I've had the opportunity to meet amazing people. But one thing that just really just lights my fire is the opportunity to highlight an amazing designer, an amazing woman, and somebody who is living their passion. Krista, thank you so much for being here with me. Let me ask you a question. Where can my audience find you?
Well, you can find me at kristahome.com.
That's kristahome.com. And we'll link it everywhere.
Perfect. I love that. And of course, Krista Home, at Krista Home on Instagram. Those are the best two ways to reach us.
That is awesome. How big is your team?
We have about, I think, 21 on our team now.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And so what project is in the pipeline that you just are so excited about, you can't wait to start?
Oh, well, I just finished one that I'm super excited about.
Okay.
And
can you tell us anything about it?
I can. It's actually a super, super Mediterranean home.
That's not easy.
I know, because
people think Mediterranean is easy. Mediterranean can go off the rails very quickly.
So true. And we had this amazing homeowner who was just like, listen, I want a modern take on this Mediterranean home. Go. Let's see what you could do. The best client in the world just trusts that. And I had worked with them before, so they know what we could do. And so that's going to be coming out soon. We're shooting it with one of my favorite photographers, Benji Reyes, and it's going to be styled by Robert Rostino, who used to be the editor-in-chief of House Beautiful. It's going to be beautiful photography, so look out for that, because that's just a passion project I can't wait for everyone to see.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I would love to highlight it on my socials. And Krista, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time and your talent.
Thank you so much, Glennda. This was such an honor. This is going to be with me. I'm going to be dreaming about this every night for the next year.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Glennda Baker. I'm a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. And today I had the opportunity to spend some time with an amazing designer, Krista Alterman, Krista Home. Oh, my stars, you can find her anywhere and everywhere. We'll link it in the bio, and I can't wait to talk to you about real estate and design next time.